Do you have a tripod I can put this on, or stop putting this on?
Oh, I have a camera stand downstairs on my computer desk.
New call?
My doctor,
Yes.
basically,
At me hospital gate, guys. At me hospital gate. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
we
I
teach
wash
people
my hands.
how to heal themselves. Teach people how to heal themselves.
Yeah. And I can speak for me personally. Before I came here, I was having horrible hot flashes. I was 165 pounds.
What's up, Mitsu?
And I lost all that weight. I was having a lot of nausea with gallstones. I'm not having any of that anymore. I've lost almost 40 pounds.
40 pounds.
Yep.
What type natural healing? Basically cleansing on a menu which is Life Food certified. So it's a Life Food certified program. If you want to look something up. New girlfriend. In a way, she's a girl and she's my friend. I would say we're more like twins. We're just living the same life as a yin yang. If she's my girlfriend, so Doyle's my boyfriend.
No. I'm not. That ain't happening.
Hey! You're gonna give me a complex there, Doyle. I'm not good enough.
Don't have any boyfriends. Yeah, nobody's logging on here.
Okay, so Carmen, we're gonna make some ginger candy. Alright?
Yeah?
Shoot, we need this.
Got it?
So I'll empty this and then basically
Would I be able to drink any of that? Oh no.
drink any of what?
That? Like now? Not now, right?
The next thing you're gonna drink after your water, you can drink water, so do it, but
Okay.
the next thing you're gonna drink as far as like not water is gonna be the oil and the lemon.
Alright.
But we're gonna give you something to do because you gotta make your lemon juice. So as soon as I set Carmen up with the blender, I'll set you up with the juicer. See, Carmen, you could feel this.
Yeah,
How
me
it's
too.
kind of like
Ooh.
hard.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's very slick.
It's gonna be rubbery. It just
Rubbery.
has to soften in the water here.
It's beautiful.
So I'm just gonna put it in here, and hopefully it won't take too long. If it's still hard by the time we're ready to blend, we might have to just make one batch of candy,
Okay.
and then save the next batch for like tomorrow,
Alright.
because it's a small difference, but it is a difference in terms of the texture and the size of the food particles.
Okay.
So I'll just put this off to the side. Where's your ex BFF, Sir Doyle? He's right here, bro. Do you not see? He's sitting right there.
Why am I your ex? Yep.
Ex BFF.
Why am I your ex BFF?
I guess
I guess
because
because I'm here. I'm just kidding, so do I.
tax exempt. Yes, Jess, I got the letter back. I am tax exempt. So put that in.
Okay.
Actually, no, wait. No, wait. Sorry, we gotta do the ginger first.
Okay.
But that's pretty easy. All you do is blend it.
Okay.
You can break it up, and we'll fill it up to the and somewhere between the 2 and the 3 cup line, which is
Okay.
2 cup is there. Let's go right up to the 3 cup line.
Okay. Of ginger
So
here.
just break it up and throw it in there, or cut it up.
How big that or what?
The Vitamix is gonna take it down to liquid, so as long as it can fit in the blender, it should be good.
Okay.
So what can I eat after I do this cleanse?
What do you want to eat?
I don't know. I wanna eat something.
This is the only thing that
I'm
fits
hungry.
me now because all of my clothes are too big.
I know you're hungry. That's why you brought it up.
Yep.
Hasn't eaten all day. Only ate watermelon for the past 3 days, or so he says.
Yeah. And
I did get broccoli for you.
good. I had watermelon. Only ate watermelon today too.
Oh, you did eat today.
Watermelon. I ate watermelon today.
Yeah, it's just that you're supposed to have room,
Oh.
and
But it was this morning.
The end of
It was
it's
this
probably
morning. It was
gonna-
this morning. It was this morning.
Was it this morning?
It was
Because I
this
didn't
morning.
hear you. Was it this morning?
It was this morning.
Was it this morning?
Yeah.
Okay, this morning.
Yeah. I said
Okay,
that.
you ate it this morning.
Mm.
I'm just making sure because sometimes you say things like 5 times, so make sure you understand.
Is this good?
You ate it this morning.
Yep.
Now, did you poop yet today?
Yes, I did.
How many times?
Quite a few.
You pooped a few times. Nice. It's a good sign.
I believe I went to the bathroom this
Little
morning. I went to the bathroom this morning.
Little
too,
more.
I think. I think I went to the bathroom this morning
Did you
too.
say little more?
Oh, so today only once.
Yeah.
What up, chicken butt and B-Rave? Okay, so you pooped, but then you ate.
No,
So
I ate before I pooped.
You ate and you pooped out what you ate?
Exactly.
What about that? What am I supposed to
So
do?
you don't actually digest anything? Is that what you think? You
I
think
digest stuff, but
you think the food you eat comes right out your butt right after you eat it? Is that
it
what
wasn't
you think
right after. Got early this morning. I ate some watermelon, and later on this
happened?
morning,
How many hours would you say your digestion is?
hour or two.
An hour. So you eat something and it takes only 1 hour to go through your whole body.
It wasn't that much.
It's actually impossible.
Maybe it was 2 hours. I don't know.
No, it's actually impossible. And what actually did happen was you ate before you pooped. So now you have at least 2 meals inside you from what you ate yesterday. It didn't come out yet. Then you pooped out yesterday. So now you still have 1 meal in there. So now when you do the coffee is going to be in there and the food that you didn't poop out yet.
I ate early this morning. It was
why
early
we
this
don't
morning.
eat the day of.
It was early
But
this morning.
You were so hyper to do the flush and didn't do it properly, didn't do the preparation properly. So I had to think somebody who is not gonna listen, they're gonna do what they want to do.
You didn't tell me I couldn't. You told me I
And-
could eat watermelon. You told me not to eat anything but watermelon, so I listened. You didn't give me that instruction. You just said don't eat anything but watermelon. Do you know what he said?
I don't remember. I wasn't
For
there.
me to get you to cleanse, you don't make your own food. You don't pay for your food. So I can't make your 3 days worth of food. So what's the easiest way to do it? Just eat watermelon.
That's all I ate.
That's the only way we could do this.
You
Because
told
you don't cook. and
you
I
told me only to eat watermelon for the next 40
Yes,
That's what you
that's
told
what
me.
you did.
And that's what I did.
And that's what you did. And that's where we are. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to explain to the people why you're doing a different program than Carmen is. Because Carmen, she's eating a better menu because she's here making the food and buying her own food. So unless you could do that, come over, pick up the ingredients and make it with me, which I'll help you do. We just gotta do it the easy way.
All right.
Alright? Is it gonna be as successful? Probably not, because this program that you're doing, it wasn't designed by Dr. Judd. This is just what we could do, you know.
Well, I'm not
what we got.
living here.
It's what we could do with what we got. And Kathy also did the same program that Carmen did. She doesn't live here. She did come over. She did buy her own food, and she helped make her all the food.
What do you want me to buy at the supermarket? I'll buy it.
Okay. We'll make a list. We're gonna do the cleanse. We're gonna do the flush today, though. I mean, we didn't. We gotta try to make it work for everybody. Maybe there's somebody somewhere else who doesn't cook. They're in the same position as you. They'll do the Sir Doyle cleanse.
Yeah.
The patented Sir Doyle cleanse. Watermelon for 3 days and olive oil and lemon liver flush on day 4. That's gonna be in a half an hour, Sir Doyle. So if you can
Alright.
hang out for half an hour,
Okay.
not eat anything, just probably not drink anything either. I don't know, because you're gonna have to drink a whole bunch of olive oil and lemon juice. Which we're gonna fill that to the top with water,
This
pure
okay.
water.
All right.
And Sir Doyle, you're gonna come over here and we'll set you up to make your lemon juice. Bring your camera over too so they can watch you.
Oh yeah.
Please be nice to Sir Doyle. I'm trying. I'm also mentally disturbed. If you add 2 pieces of ginger in tea, it's very good for cold throat infection. Cool story.
This
Oh,
much?
we'll go to the top.
Okay.
To like
To the line?
The top is basically like where these little
Okay.
bumps are.
Alright. All right.
Cool shirt, Sir Doyle.
Thanks. The rough one. I think it's rough.
Don't tread on me.
Oh, it's not rough one. Don't tread on
It's
me.
got the 13 circle stars.
Satisfactory?
Okay, we're gonna put that, and we're gonna bring up the Vitamix and put it on the counter there. And take the whole cord out, the whole length of the cord out from underneath. And if you can, reach behind the dehydrator and plug it in.
Okay.
That somebody in my house told me they said I can't come here to make the quinoa. Oh no, I can't because I'm moving. So that scratched that. I'm not gonna
help you?
They were gonna help me make the quinoa,
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
but I'm gonna be moving. So you can come to my house too if you want to do that. To like
Bring your, I mean, I could do a field trip over there. Or you could bring your Instant Pot with you
yeah.
when you get one.
I don't think I got it all the way in.
Okay, let's see.
Will you
Yeah,
check?
that's on.
Okay.
Let me move this. Let me move this. I don't want this to fall or anything. Where did I put this? Where should I put
I
this?
think that was a good spot.
You sure?
Yeah. Because, you know, then they could see what you're doing. Put a little thing behind it. Okay, now remember, claw, right? Put the 2 sides like this. Cut down the middle with the claw, okay? Push it against the thing like that, yeah. Get it all juice. And then from there, I'll give you the garbage can right here. Okay, now Carmen, we're gonna go with the top here, snap on.
Okay.
You don't need the tamper, which is the plunger.
This thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Darn.
We're gonna use it. We are gonna use it.
Okay.
And then,
Like this?
yep, clip these 2 parts, clip. Coming out.
Okay.
Now, when you do that, sometimes you're gonna be tamping.
Sometimes.
In that case, wind down this gear. And eventually it has to be replaced, which it happens, no problem. So up to you. If you need to hold here, so this is going to be at 0. You're going to do on, and then imagine a car. You're going to go all the way to the top. 10. And let's go through it. And then blend.
And then on is.
On is this. You
This
go
one?
down. Yep.
Okay.
Turn that all the way. And then if you want, you can just. You see all these dots? Basically, we're looking at the size of the particle. So if you have let's bring this number ready to start talking the depth to turn off, you're going to do the opposite. So down turn, all the way to 0.
Alright.
Score. Richard says, let us see Sir Doyle. Sir Doyle's on which channel? At We Are Hospital Gate.
Okay.
At We Are Hospital Gate, right, Sir Doyle?
Yep, at the hospital gate.
Mitsu, go on at We Are Hospital Gate on YouTube. That's Sir Doyle's channel.
A little chilly.
They're double streaming, guys.
We should have actually did the dual stream channel. That
Yeah, but the dual stream only goes on one channel. Not?
That's a good point. Okay, so just gonna we are going to, let's turn this actually.
Sorry, bud.
Alright, and then you're gonna both sides. Just put it off to the side.
Okay.
Cool. We'll just do a little bit of a rinse, like put the clear water here. Mitsu says, please, Sir Doyle, come to us. Go on his channel,
Is that
Mitsu. What's the
female?
problem? Let's do a quick rinse and then come back with that.
Mitsu, I'm right here. Now I'll come to you anytime.
There we go. He's in the background.
Fans are calling.
I got you in the background.
There you go.
Give the people what they want.
Yes. Always.
Alright, so what I do is and then find the corner of the bag to go in, so everything drops to one corner. And just hold it on top, and then basically just almost like nothing. And then we do this with nuts, like the hazelnut creamer, did the same thing. Sometimes I'll go like this. Ginger is really easy. You don't really have to make much. You just keep tightening it. For some reason, I guess because they're fat and the nuts, they're a little more like you have to actually work the bag a little bit.
Smells great.
We could compost this if you were starting
Yeah,
composting.
I would like to do that.
So I'll grab that. You know what? I have a.
There's a.
All right, I got it. I got it all.
All right. 1 second, sir. Find this here.
Smells so good in here.
Am I allowed to eat spinach on the Mistuki diet?
Yeah, spinach is good.
Well, it's asparagus too.
Asparagus too, yep.
And all greens except for beans, right?
Yeah, green beans aren't live food, but all greens are pretty much. You just gotta watch out when they prepare it, make sure it's not creamed.
Okay.
Because a lot of them, they'll say, oh, it's this cream of spinach and it's got dairy in it.
But if you make your own cream, it's okay, right?
You can make a cream of, like what we did with the hazelnut milk.
Yeah.
You can leave that out, Carmen. Let's actually dump this one too.
You use garlic, right? Garlic's like food, right?
Yep.
What kind of cheese am I allowed? Just pumpkin seed?
M. Young says, I'm ready for my princess transformation. All right. Donation based, guys.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Sir Doyle?
I'm allowed. What kind of cheese? Like only pumpkin seed cheese?
The way that I usually work with people is translating recipes. So how would you be eating the cheese? You just eating slices out of a packet, or are you putting it on a sandwich? Are you putting it on cheese? Well, how do you eat cheese normally?
I like it on a vegan pizza.
So you don't want a cheese recipe, you want a pizza recipe.
Yeah, something like the pizza recipe.
Okay.
And maybe could I make like a cheese sandwich too?
We can make a sandwich, yep.
And also that zucchini pasta with pumpkin seed cheese was delicious.
Yes, definitely.
That sounds good.
I could eat that all the time.
What is it? Zucchini pasta with.
Pumpkin seed cheese.
That sounds
Okay,
good.
let me get this on my camera too. This is the lemon pulp through the juicer. We're just gonna dump it. Let's see. Let's actually save this. And Carmen's making ginger candy. We're gonna actually put some lemon in there. So we'll save all this pulp. Just like some people might save the ginger pulp to make ginger candy. But we're making a better type of ginger candy. It won't have the woody.
It's going to be much easier when I move because you'll be able to come right to the house.
You'll be able to come. Why would I go to your house, Sir Doyle?
I won't be able to go to each other's house.
Why would I go to your house? Honestly.
It's a big kitchen, man.
You have a better kitchen than me? Come on, bro.
No. But it's by the water if you want to.
All right, field trip.
Yeah, by the water. You might be able
Look,
to,
maybe there's a nature preserve.
that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of that stuff over there.
Yeah, but that's not getting me any closer to success. Unless we do it as a part of the show.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Is it by the ocean or what?
Well, Far Rockaway is right next door, and there's a big boardwalk there.
Yeah,
Cool.
all right, Sir Doyle, next. We're going to pour. Come on over.
Okay.
This will be your left hand.
But.
Excuse me. We're gonna pour that through the strainer,
Okay. In here?
right in the middle. Don't spill it, but dump the whole thing in. Watch the end. Watch the tip there. Okay, put this in the sink. Now use this to work. No, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Now we gotta do it all over again. What the idea is to keep the pulp out of there. You get it?
Yeah.
When you go like this and you put all the pulp in there, that's not exactly what we don't want. So now we got to do it over again. We got to pour that through this. Sorry guys, I'm like Gordon Ramsay. This is, we're talking about a specific formula or a specific recipe. And Sir Doyle wants to be certified. He wants to help people. So he's got to learn the correct way. If he's working with somebody and they do what he just did, he's going to have to do the same thing. Do it over again. We want the juice. We don't want the pulp. We're going to use the pulp, but not in the flush. The flush is just the juice. We actually want as little material as possible in the intestinal tract, and that's why we normally don't eat the morning of. But you can have something light. It's not the end of the world if you have something light the day of your flush. I just, in my time cleansing, I noticed that the less I ate, the better the flush went. All right, now be careful. You don't even have to touch this, but just be careful as you work that through. You just push it through. Carmen, you can, if you're on Facebook, just share like my YouTube channel. So basically, you have YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you with somebody?
No.
Can I ask if she share mine too?
Oh, you live. Okay.
You share mine too, Carmen?
Okay. You guys
No,
are
she's
not
a-
tech savvy.
she's
I don't
a-
know what to
Yeah,
do
no,
with it.
you're streaming on what? Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, share my
So
channel
let's-
too,
let's-
Carmen?
No, she's not sharing channels. She's just streaming, which is fine. Let me get you a tripod.
Trying to get more subscribers on my channel, that's why I asked.
Okay. Now that.
So Doyle, I have 6,000 subscribers. You have 300.
And that's why I need more subscribers.
I'm telling you that you don't need more subscribers because I have a lot more than you, and I'm telling you, from what I have, it's not the subscriber count that you need. You hear what I'm saying? It's not that you need more subscribers is not going to help you. Because what are you going to do with more subscribers?
Still gonna need them.
You don't even know. You don't even know what the next step is. I got the more subscribers, so I know what's next. But you
Okay.
could go right to this next step without having to get more subscribers. And the subscribers will come.
What's the next step?
The next step, once you get the subscribers, is what? Take a guess. What's your ultimate goal?
Get more hits on the show.
For what? That's what I'm asking.
Better content.
That's what you want? Content? Thought you wanted to monetize and...
I want to monetize, yeah. Don't I need a certain amount of subscribers to monetize?
We're in a niche where we're not going to get paid like you think based on YouTubers.
Yeah.
Because the YouTubers that get paid like that, like Mr. Beast and all these rich
Yeah.
YouTubers, they do a different type of video. They don't do streaming.
Oh. So we gotta get a non-profiting, right?
What we got to do, I think, for you is to come up with a different way to monetize where you're selling something. What's this for? Oh, this is for the ginger. Okay. Alright, I'll get this out of your way.
Okay.
And just empty the ginger into the flower pot.
Okay. From Maggie.
Okay, so Doyle, 1:46. You got 14 minutes before we're gonna drink the olive oil and lemon. But we could still keep getting ready. The next thing that you're gonna do is get a let's see. What kind of jars do we have? All right, and then that will just put in the sink. Okay. Now we're gonna actually start to make the the ginger candy.
Okay.
So we have the sea moss, which is prepared already, and that's in the jar right there. So let's dump that into here,
Okay.
the Vitamix, and measure it. So if you have to like use the utensil to push it down and flatten it to see how much we actually have, and that's what we'll base the recipe on.
Okay.
Because when you have a recipe and you have a certain amount of ingredients, you have to make the recipe based on the ingredient that you have the least of. So the sea moss we have a lot of, but it's not prepared, so we have to go by this sea moss.
Okay.
And then the sugar and
You ever
the other
know
stuff.
oil to put my hair? It's bothering me. Put oil in and I could slick it back. Put it back.
Sea moss. Yum.
Back home.
Lots of sea moss. Smells fresh. Like sea.
I use Tresemme shampoo now and conditioner.
Because you're a hair model.
Tresemme's good stuff.
What do you think?
I use conditioner.
You're literally a hair model, bro.
Why?
Because what other 61-year-old has hair like that? Hmm?
For real. You have some good hair, Sir Doyle. You be a hair model.
Even like the other guys your age who are on the TRT, a lot of them are bald, bro.
That's right. Sir don't have a thick hair like that at all.
Justine, hey, looks like I'm missing out on all the fun. Oh, we're missing out on your fun, Justine. But yeah, this is gonna be, let's show you what we got in the dehydrator so far. Mitsu says, Sir Doyle, so skinny. Yeah, baby, yeah.
There was a guy that in my house that works there, and he says that you can't lose fat by shitting, and I disagreed with him. I agree with what you said. He said the only way to lose fat is through calorie in and out. And yes, he says I'm only losing water weight by shitting, but that's not true. You lose both, right?
So basically, you can ask AI.
Yes.
And what you can, because I did this morning, that's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
I asked AI this morning, I said, what is more effective at losing weight? Counting calories or eating healthy?
Yeah, what'd it say? Eating healthy.
That's AI.
Yep.
Because I say things and I want to back them up. So the reason is that if you eat a small amount of calories of an unhealthy food, it's still going to turn into fat because the body stores toxins in fat.
All right.
That's what the fat cells are. A lot of people think that you can burn fat.
Yeah.
You actually are born with the same fat cells that you die with.
Okay.
Wow.
You don't get more fat.
All right.
The fat cells get bigger because they get filled up with the toxins that the body is protecting itself from.
Yup.
So when you detox, you're not losing fat either, you're reducing the size of the fat.
Oh,
Wow.
so you lose your size of fat, it's like having less fat.
That's amazing.
It is less fat.
That's amazing.
But this
Absolutely.
information is not talked about. Because the information, like your friend, your housemate is promoting,
Staff.
the staff is coming from a place which is profiting
Yeah.
from the system as it exists.
Yeah.
So you have people like my mom doing Weight Watchers.
Yep.
Weight Watchers is counting calories.
Right.
I hear you.
They're going bankrupt.
They are.
Weight Watchers is going out of business. You know why?
They do.
Because it doesn't work.
Because it doesn't work.
And everybody who's promoting counting calories on Instagram and social media, they're selling programs. They're saying, okay, I'll help you with your macros, which is calories. I'll help you with your training plan. And they're not telling us that they're also taking performance enhancing supplements.
Okay.
So it's a big lie that your housemate is, or your staff member is forwarding. And Sir Doyle, I don't think you would be surprised when you think of it, because that person is also helping the people get drugged.
Okay.
Right? So it's the same system. They got you eating the junk food, counting calories, and then taking Ozempic, which is the biggest drug in the world right now.
Yes, and I've heard all that does people to make them very sick, so they throw up and they use the restroom, and that's, you know, I mean, that seems insane to me.
Yeah. I had an ex-girlfriend who was throwing up. She was bulimic. I told her that was a healthy thing because her body was trying to get rid of the shit that she ate.
Right.
So I helped her change their menu. She stopped throwing up.
Yeah. Yep.
So, you know, Ozempic is like doing something that the body could be doing without Ozempic and the side effects.
Right.
So you could poop out, like you're saying Ozempic makes people shit. Okay, you could do that without Ozempic.
Yeah.
And whatever side effects that undoubtedly are going to come about from long-term use, because you know, that's just,
Yeah.
it says it right there, probably on the label.
Yeah. I just heard people describe it as they're like sick for a couple of weeks or sick for a week, and it's awful. It doesn't work there.
Okay. What do we got? We got the CMOS, which is what? Can you see the side? How high it is? Is
Yeah.
it 2 cups or 3 cups?
It looks like, is it 3? I think
3?
it's 3.
Okay. So we'll go. We'll start with 1.5.
1.5 cups? Okay.
And that's the big one.
Okay. This big one's 1.5?
The big one is 1.
Okay.
So you put your phone right next to Sudo's phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think this guy was talking about. I don't think he's in that great a shape. I mean, he's getting in better shape than he was, but he's not. He does not cut up or anything. So I hear you. He's bulky, but he's not got. He's got a lot of baby fat on him.
I should have.
Okay. Yeah, you dump that right in.
He watches our show though. This guy. This guy says he watches our show.
That's enough? Should I put a little more?
Big hug from Sweden. Thanks, Jonas. Yeah, throw that in there.
Okay.
And then do another.
Half.
Yeah, a little more than a half. We'll do a taste test, and you could always add more.
Okay.
That sounds good, Justine.
When are we gonna do the Two Times video?
I know what you mean, and I agree, 100%.
What do you want to
The
do?
dream is alive and well.
When are we gonna do the Two Times video?
I didn't hear back. Did you?
No.
Okay.
We gotta
So we'll
check.
give it another week and then email it back if you know.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So I did buy limes. I figured we could see how how the taste is affected. Are you opposed to limes?
No.
Okay. So we're gonna throw this lemon in.
Okay.
Ramadan the
put
holiday
that
for
lime in.
Muslims.
Okay.
Ramadan, is that New Year's
You made it peel
Muslim
it, or-
New Year's?
Okay, so yeah.
That New Year's for Muslims? Ramadan?
You're gonna do this.
Is Ramadan New Year's for Muslims?
Is Ramadan New Year's for Muslims? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Takes a bit of dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, what we're doing, you can do the next one. What we're doing is
My mother's losing
cutting
her
off the
hair.
green.
My mother's losing her hair. She's almost 90.
Okay.
My
Your mother's
almost
90, God bless.
Yeah,
Got some good genes there,
Mhm.
sweetheart.
Longevity.
but she's getting old looking. She's losing her hair and all that. But she's still walking and she still has her own house. She's still in her own house.
That's great.
Nice.
She was driving up to the time she was like 86.
Wow.
Okay.
And she stopped driving a couple of years ago. She lives in her own house. My sister comes to cook for her, clean for her sometimes. But
Okay.
I don't think she's as healthy as you because
JC, what's up?
because my sister, I don't think she doesn't do light food. So I
No.
don't think the food she makes, my mother is as healthy as the food you're making.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they do say that if the person who makes your food loves you, then it's healthier.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
The energy of the food.
The
Yeah.
energy. Absolutely, I believe that.
You know, most food that people are eating is coming from a machine or a corporation.
Yeah.
But if you can get some home cooking.
Wait. Put it in here.
Well, this
I
is
don't
not.
think my mother
It's not organic.
eats too much. Well, she used to food my sister makes it.
The ginger.
But she also, my mother also says she likes Papa John's pizza.
Okay. So we got a lemon, we got a lime, we got the sea moss, we got the sugar, and what else do we need? We need the ginger.
Did you say we needed one more lime, or
Let's
wait?
try it. We'll do a taste test.
Okay.
Let's see if
That is
Alright. And then the ginger.
Lemon, sugar, sea moss.
Pretty simple.
Yeah. Wow.
I tell you, Donald Trump saw the show. Because
Donald
when
Trump
I,
saw our show.
Yeah, because so when I had him, when I was working under him, they showed him Hospitalgate. They showed him the show Hospitalgate. And at first he was giving us the finger because when we were saying bad things about him, but then when he saw that the change later on that we were supporting him, that he was cool with us. But I don't know what he's gonna think of us now. But when I was in that hospital, both times Donald Trump was one of his best members and was in South Nashville, so he was watching the show.
Where's the?
But there was also that Fox 5.
Right here.
There was also that Fox 5 Hospitalgate
Right here.
with the fake mask. He was watching that too.
I'll get it.
Uh-huh.
The Fox 5. There was a show on Fox 5
Alright, let's see, we got
where a guy was imitating you, and
1 cup ginger.
Okay.
it got very popular.
Mm.
It's called Hospitalgate.
Right.
And then there was another show, a comedy
See.
show, that was on the same channel. Fox 5.
Alright, so Doyle, it's 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that means it's time for you to drink your oil.
All right. Is that my enema, the oil?
The oil
No, the
is
oil.
a half an hour before the enema.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first you drink the oil.
All right. Will it quench my thirst?
What it does is it causes your liver and gallbladder to basically dump itself.
Okay.
Now, once you dump the liver and the gallbladder out,
Yeah.
we do the coffee enema
All right.
to open the liver and the gallbladder
Alright.
even more,
All right.
to let more stones out.
All right.
So, for a full-grown man, it's 8 to 12 ounces
Oil.
of
I'm
oil.
thirsty anyway, so I'll drink it.
Mhm.
Got it?
Does it quench my thirst?
Yeah, you know what? You could do this part, Sador.
I don't know about that.
Does it quench your thirst?
You could do this part. Come on over, bro.
Does it taste good?
Sador, you come on over.
It didn't taste bad. It didn't taste
Okay,
bad.
open this up and pour into.
What is it?
Did you get a new phone?
This is your this is your phone.
That's Carmen's phone.
Yeah.
Got 3 phones here. Okay, hold on, don't pour it out yet. I want to make sure that I'm pretty sure it's
Carmen's getting a lot of people. You're getting a lot of people watching our show.
Yay! Awesome. This is mine.
Share happy house.
Hey, you guys.
Share
This is Sir Doyle.
Share.
He's doing Master of the Beach
Could you
program.
listen
He's
to
a
me?
friend. Yeah.
Share at the Spaghetto. Share that too, because I need more subscribers. I need so
Okay.
much subscribers.
Oh, that's cool.
Can you do that?
How many cups is 8 to 12 ounces? 8 ounces is 1 cup. So 12 ounces is a cup and a half. Okay, so now you're going to fill that up to this line.
Done?
Up to this line right here.
On it.
Yeah, a little higher.
I'm gonna hold my finger there so you know, okay?
Mm.
Keep it going. Okay,
That's
good.
good.
Very good.
Now we're gonna do the same amount of lemon juice,
All right.
equal parts. This is Carmen's phone. This is Sir Doyle's phone. Just want to make sure we get.
Stuff.
Okay, so the thing is, Sir Doyle, this is a lot.
All right.
If you drink the whole thing,
Yeah.
you can, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
What I want you to do is drink it,
Okay.
and as you drink it, I want you to be sensitive
Okay.
and feel when it starts to get tough to swallow.
Okay.
Don't force it.
Okay.
When you feel like you've had enough, don't think like,
Put it
oh,
down and you can pick it up again.
no. Like what I'm saying is, you don't think that you have to drink the whole thing.
Okay.
You don't have to drink the whole thing.
Okay.
Just drink it
That's okay.
and drink it, and then when you feel like, oh, this is like not really that good anymore, and
Yeah.
you feel like you might want to stop, that's it.
All
That's
right.
enough. Okay. But let's put a top on and shake it up. And then we'll get Carmen going again.
Facebook has bigger letters.
Huh?
Facebook has bigger letters.
Oh, okay.
See
Yeah,
the
it
letters?
does, doesn't it?
Stand
I see
right
that.
there. Okay, shake it up and drink.
There's a Facebook page on it, right?
Yeah.
JC, Lukey, Sir Doyle. What's up, JC? Home cooking, always better. Big facts.
Yeah.
What do you got cooking today, JC? Actually, I don't want to know, but I hope you like it.
Okay, I got it.
That's not even shaking up, bro. Oh,
Get
man.
good. Get it cooked, yeah. There you go.
Now?
Okay. Yeah, but put it back down. Take the top off. Holy. See,
My body's weak
you
from not
probably,
eating.
you probably loosened it up for me.
Okay.
My body's weak from not eating.
Can Carmen do a princess makeup? Are you gonna come by? Go ahead, Sir Doyle. Make that up.
Sit down.
I can do that.
Sit down.
Okay. I mean, we'll get you on camera here.
I would love to.
Let's see which one is Sir Doyle.
It tastes terrible.
Well, drink it. Don't sip it. Just drink it down. You don't have to savor it, bro.
No, don't savor it. You just want to be sure to get it in there.
Okay, let's see. I kind of feel like I want to put something in here to stretch it out a little bit.
That's enough. Almost awake. Oh, takes that well.
I think that's gonna be enough.
He didn't prepare,
Yeah.
so it's hard to do the cleanse if you're not prepared. Like Danny, the guy who was here the other day, right?
Yeah.
The big guy?
Yeah.
He was saying how whenever he tried to do an olive oil and lemon liver flush, he got nauseous.
Yeah.
And I said it's because he didn't prepare properly.
Right.
You actually have to have olive oil in the days leading up to it.
Right.
Your body gets used to a large amount of oil. Like we have soups with a large amount of oil in it.
So tell me about that.
So Doyle's just been having watermelon and no castor oil, you know, so it's going to be hard for him to.
Yeah, I did the castor oil.
He'll probably get nauseous later.
Yeah.
You know, but any amount that he gets in is going to, you know, it'll be like making a little poop.
Yes.
A little bit of stone soup.
Absolutely.
I drink a lot.
Yeah, you have to.
Put it over here when you're done, Sir, because we're going to use the spot.
You may get the whole thing.
Go for it, Sir Doyle. Don't force it to get sick.
Yeah.
No more.
That's
Okay. That's good.
No more.
You're going to get nauseous later. That is a good amount.
Good job. Good job. You all right? Hope it's okay.
Alright, so
Okay.
let's put that back on.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that stopped.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so this one, you probably don't even need to tamper again, actually.
Okay.
So if I prepared, but it wouldn't even
Use
expand, right?
this thing.
You'd be able to get used to the amount of oil.
Okay.
So
You didn't give me any oil either. You said I just had the water.
start
Start.
on, turn,
All the way.
and yeah, you can actually use this. And really, all you do is you see how there's like a side here, and there's another side, there's like corners. So basically, take that off. Hold the base with one hand, or the handle, and go down the corner. You don't even really need to, but just so you get used to the idea of the drill. Just like 4 corners. You basically take the handle from the top and you push it down.
Oh, I felt that. You're right, it definitely does not quench your thirst. Is that pure lemon and that's why it tastes like that?
Okay.
That pure lemon, that's why it tastes like that?
The thing that you just drank was half lemon, right? That you
Half
juiced.
oil, half oil.
Remember you juiced them all?
Yeah.
That's what you drank.
And half lemon, right? Half oil, I mean, right?
Yes. And then the rest was olive oil.
Right.
The olive oil, I know for sure, it causes the liver and the gallbladder to dump. And the lemon, I believe, does also have a chemical role, besides just cutting the flavor of it.
My nose is running again.
The next thing we're going to do, Sir Doyle, is the enema,
Yeah.
which I'll help you with.
I don't want you to help me with that.
Well, I'm not gonna stick my finger up your butthole and I am gonna help you because I don't want there to be a mess. And if you've never done an enema before, the chances are that will happen.
He wouldn't
Yeah.
even stick his finger up my butthole, so. Okay? What do you do? That was my first time. I did pretty good.
Nice.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, so this is another fun little like live food chef skill that you're gonna learn.
Good.
There's a few. There's the knife skills.
Yeah.
Okay, the cutting,
Yeah.
the peeling,
Mhm.
cutting and the peeling, the blending.
Yeah.
The food processor is kind of like a blender. That's just.
I'm moving out very soon. Whenever
When you
I
want-
got to see my therapist tomorrow. She's part of the move, so
When you want to make something like the dino scales into a dust,
Yeah.
or when you want to make something like cabbage into sauerkraut, but you don't want to make cabbage juice,
good.
which would happen if you use the blender.
Right.
You use the food processor.
I feel freaking.
Okay.
I do feel better.
But the other thing that we're going to do now is using the dehydrator.
We need to set the timer, right, for him?
Yeah, we got
Half
it
an hour?
we got it
Okay.
pretty much. But I think what I'm gonna do with Sir Doyle is a test enema first.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna let it go,
Yeah.
and then try to hold it in.
Okay.
And I've done that myself, where I had poopy inside me and I couldn't hold the enema in because it was like too much crammed into my gut.
Yeah.
So I did one enema, let it out, and then another enema.
Am I gonna shit right after this enema?
We're gonna try to hold the enema in for 10 to 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna shit all the enema out, and then whatever else comes out.
All right.
We're gonna set you up in a second. I just finished setting Carmen.
It's gonna make me rush to the bathroom, right?
Yes, somewhat. You'll be right next to it though.
Oh.
Okay.
It'll be okay.
And then
I did where I was walking a long way where I had to go to the bathroom. I held it in till I hit the bowl.
Yeah, that's good.
So if I could walk a long way and do it, I could do it next to it. God, that stuff tasted terrible.
Yeah.
Didn't like it either, did you? Did you?
Right.
You did a second cleanse, didn't you?
I'm
Kathy's
going to
up
on
to two.
Thursday.
Carmen's doing one tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Doyle's competing with you already. Carmen.
He
That's
makes everything out to be everything I say he makes out to
That's
be
a
that.
rush.
He tries to make accuse me
It's a
of.
flush because he can't let you get ahead of him.
He thinks I really care about that stuff, and I don't. I just make conversation. He doesn't realize sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. He didn't understand that.
Didn't they say
He thinks everything has a cherry on my. Even if I stutter, he thinks that's proof I'm lying. That doesn't prove anything because someone stutters. It doesn't mean they're lying. That's not proof that when you lie, you actually catch the person to lie. You can't catch the person to lie by saying he stutters. That's not catching the person to lie. It's proven that beyond a shadow of a doubt, what this person's saying is not true. You can't do that by saying the person stutters.
Let's try to divvy this up equally between the two trays.
People tell the truth all the time. They stutter all the time. What happens if someone has a stuttering problem? They stutter all the time. Does it mean they're always lying? No. That's not a good indicator to say someone's lying. You can't prove someone's lying just because they stutter. That's not proof that somebody's lying. Because someone stutters, it's not proof that the person's lying. That's not
Why are
proof.
you bringing this up? Is there
Because
something
you
that feel guilty
say
about?
such ridiculous things like,
I didn't
"Oh,
say
you're
anything.
stuttering. That means you're
I
lying."
didn't say anything. You brought it up out of nowhere.
I brought it up because I'm annoyed that you say that to me.
You're feeling guilty, bro.
No, I'm not. Another thing. Because I bring something up because you annoy me with something, that means I'm feeling guilty? No.
I didn't
No, it
know
doesn't mean I'm feeling guilty. It means that you're wrong.
brought it
You
up out of
say
nowhere,
something
bro.
because it's been bothering me.
It's on
That
your mind.
no, it's on my mind because you bother me when you accuse me of something when you have no proof, and you say that's your proof, and that's not proof. Just like me bringing this up does not proof that I feel guilty about it because I don't.
You know what?
Come up with concrete evidence and then say something.
You know what? There's an old saying.
Come up with concrete evidence and then say something. Say something when you have concrete evidence. Not this bullshit like, oh, you're bringing something up. Oh, you're stuttering. It don't mean nothing. It doesn't prove anything. But I'll tell you what does prove something. When I was telling you all these years that they were laundering my money in the hospitals, and I told you I saw them do it by flashing the bills in front of me. I in every heard conversation, you saw them doing it in front of me. And then when I showed you a form that was from the hospital I was in, I said it was done in the hospital, and the address of the house I was in, that it definitely was not made up by me. You couldn't see that was evidence to prove that I wasn't lying. Because if I was lying, I would have to make that up. And I didn't. They made it up. So therefore, I wasn't lying. When I told you...
Getting loud.
When I told you that they were doing this in front of me, and I showed you that paper, and the paper definitely wasn't made up by me, it was right there, was a confession from them that I was telling the truth. Okay? And you couldn't see that because you think this stuttering bullshit means something. You think bringing something, it doesn't mean anything. What I showed you was concrete evidence that I was telling the truth. I showed you was concrete evidence. Someone stuttering does not mean they're lying. Someone bringing something up does not mean they're. But when someone shows you concrete evidence that they're telling the truth, like I showed you, that's what you believe.
Then the next corner, then the next
People show you concrete evidence, and you doubt the concrete evidence. But you make up bullshit thing like stuttering. What proof is that someone stutters that they're lying? Or someone breaks something? No. But when someone tells you all these years that they're doing this shit right in front of you, and then you get documents from them confessing that what you're saying is true, and you don't want to believe it.
I know, we didn't taste it.
Now, if I made up those documents, then you can say it was fake. But I didn't make up those documents, obviously. It had the address, and it was a real bank. It had the address that the person where I was living at. It was bank statements. It was a real bank. And we even typed my social security number in. That's when the bank teller came up. We couldn't get anywhere until we typed my social security number in. So obviously these people have my social security number on file. So how does the fucking bank have my social security number on file if they're not working, not doing something in my account? Obviously the bank was who was lying. And they were in on it because we typed my social security number in there and they had it on file. How did that fucking bank get my social security number on file? Unless the hospital gave it to them. So therefore they are stealing money. And I was telling the truth.
You're being loud.
Because he annoys the shit out of me.
Keep being loud like that.
There's things he doesn't, he can't pick up on simple things. And yet,
you brought up a topic and got yourself upset about it. Nobody brought this up. This is you.
No,
go have a conversation with
because
yourself.
you brought it up a long
Nobody's
time
talking
ago.
to you.
Because you brought it up a
No
long time
one is
ago.
talking
You brought
to
it up
you
a long
about
time
this.
ago. All right, well, just don't say stupid shit no to me no more.
Don't say anything.
About this stuttering mean I'm lying. And when I show you concrete evidence of something, oh, it's new.
You know what? You have concrete evidence of being a retard.
Yeah? Okay. You said that to me before, Joe, and that's bullshit.
Yeah, well.
I'm smarter than you.
Why don't you have a
I have common sense. I can put two and two together. You can't.
Have a conversation with nobody.
I can put two and two
Start
together.
yelling to
I can
nobody.
put two and two together. You can't.
Sir Doyle, start yelling
I
to
can
nobody.
put two and two together. You can't. You're the
can't even put one
retard.
plus
You're the
one
retard.
together.
You can't put two and two together. You're a
You can't
retard.
plus one together because you're talking to nobody.
You
Literally
can't
no one
put
is
two
having a
and two
conversation
together.
with you.
You made this conversation up.
You're ranting
This is
in the
built
air
up
to
inside.
nobody.
This was built
You're
up
a
inside.
crazy person
This
walking
is
on the side of the street. No one is talking to you.
This was built up inside of me for a long time. You've been saying this shit. I got you on camera saying this shit. All right, so don't even try it.
All
You
right.
need to take a shit.
I got you on camera with the same shit I'm talking about. on camera, so don't even try it.
Now, how does this? Am I
They don't think I'm crazy because they know all the shit is on
go
camera.
all the way to
They
the
know all the shit is on camera.
It might be, I mean, there's.
They've seen past episodes of the show. They know all the shit's on camera.
Start on one corner
All right.
and then flatten it.
Let's see.
You know, once you get it to be like where you want it.
You do go all the way.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to wash the trays anyway, so it's okay if it gets on the, like, the
Okay.
plastic part. But you see how I go like from corner to corner, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you can
Nice.
just kind of like, sometimes if you feel like there's lumps and then the other side looks like you might need some, you can go like this.
Ah, very good. Yeah, just not perfect things.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
And it can't be perfect actually. So
Right.
just, you get the general.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too much in there.
No,
I'll,
yeah.
I'll leave it out. And when you're done, you put them one in here, one in there.
Wow.
And we'll plug it in.
It's pretty easy. It's a pretty simple recipe, isn't it? Just
Here, so Doyle, I'm gonna help you.
nice.
On top of the fridge. TRT going to Sir Doyle's head.
I don't care. You said you did you played all these games, and it builds up inside me. It's not TRT. You play these games. The stuttering. We got that on the other episode where you say I'm lying because I'm stuttering. We got you on the other episode telling me that that's not proof when I showed you concrete evidence with the bank statements. All right, we got all this on TV. It's not TRT. You say fucking shit, and then you don't want to own up to what you say. This is shit that's been building up inside of me for a long fucking time.
You're gonna feel a lot different when you flush. Okay.
A lot of shit's been building up for a long time, guys.
Yeah.
This shit that you say to me, like, oh, you're lying because you're stuttering. Or when I show you concrete evidence and I'm telling the truth about something, oh, that doesn't prove nothing. You can't even put two and two together.
All right. Because you only got 7 minutes before you're supposed to do your enema, okay? What's up, Justin? On top of the fridge.
Not TRT, he does the shit.
Get the
He does the shit.
put that back.
I'm gonna make this one.
Lukey gonna kick you out of his house? No, I'm not. I am gonna do a coffee enema. That's my ultimate revenge.
Good.
He's wrong,
My
guys.
ultimate-
He's wrong. Look at past episodes of Hospital Gate. You'll see that I'm making total sense, and he's wrong.
My revenge, guys, is putting a tube up his ass.
Now I'm going to put it into
You don't say that to me. I'm lying because I stutter.
Get the tube.
dehydrator.
You didn't. I didn't show you proof that I wasn't lying about something by a confession that they made in that bank statement.
Yep. And then also get the you can put that on the floor on the
You're
seat.
just mad because you can't put two and two together, and I proved it.
Put this on the seat where you were sitting. The tube. The tube on the seat. And then take one of the bags out.
For a week. It's so good.
All right, and we're gonna fill that up with the pure water.
Watch past episodes of Hospital Gate. You know what I'm talking about.
I was gonna flip the camera around so you could see the dehydrator.
Dehydrator. I put the two.
Yeah, pull out a couple of trays and let's take a look.
Watch past episodes of Hospital Gate,
That's
guys. You know what I'm
the-
talking about.
What was that?
You'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's papaya.
That's
Watch
papaya.
past episodes of Hospital Gate, guys. You'll know what
Papaya
I'm
again?
talking about.
And then the top two is the
Top two is the ginger.
ginger.
Once you guys watch past episodes of Hospital Gate, you'll know what I'm talking
And
about.
we got plenty more sea moss to make more ginger.
You're new viewers, so you don't know
Now
what's
this
going
is the
on.
least amount
You're
of ginger.
all new viewers, so you don't know what's going on.
Do I pick this up?
Yep.
Watch past episodes.
Some,
You're all new viewers, so you don't know what's going on.
just like that.
And then at the bottom has to click in. There it
It's
is.
very easy to say something's a crazy person ranting
Like that.
when they're talking about things that
And then let's see.
happen that did
Unplug the
happen that they
Vitamix
don't
and
know
plug
that
in the
happened.
dehydrator, which is
But
the
if you
other
look
black
at
button.
past episodes of Hospital Gate,
Okay,
you
keep that in
find
the sink,
out
keep that in the
that what
sink.
I'm saying is not crazy. Why don't you watch
It's
past
the white or
episodes
the
of Hospital
black?
Gate?
It's the
The
white.
black.
It's the black.
before
Okay,
you
now.
judge me.
Pour a little bit out, just a little bit.
No judgment.
Okay, good enough. Now, as
No,
soon as this is
I
hot,
want
we're gonna put that
to
in there.
make the right judgment.
Hold
They're
it.
judging the wrong person.
Yeah.
Wait till it's boiling.
He knows what I'm talking about. He knows. He's eating this up because he knows what I'm saying is true, and he knows that people hadn't been around to watch other stuff, but he knows the stuff happened. He knows that he tells me I'm lying. 'Cause
Sir
I'm
Doyle, I
stuttering.
said wait. What is this? Put
Because
that
you're
back.
driving me up a fucking wall.
Yeah, I'm sure it's my fault that
It
you're
is
crazy.
your fault.
All right, the escaped mental patient. It's my fault.
Oh, I'm a escaped mental patient. Do you realize the shit you put me through? Do you realize the shit you put me through?
you through by calling you an escaped mental patient.
I'm gonna go.
You know that everything I said you do, you did. And if you could watch it in past episodes of Hospital Gate, and you'll find out that what I'm talking about is the reality of what I go through with him.
I've enjoyed this.
Now what?
Pour a little bit. I just want to pour it onto my hand. I want to feel how warm it is. Okay, good enough. Enough now. All right, we're gonna wait.
He drives him on the fucking wall, and then he acts. He gets someone to the point where they blow their stack, and then he sits back and laughs at the person and makes it look like
I'm
he's-
laughing?
Yeah, you sit back and laugh, and you make it look like the person's going off on nothing when I'm not. If you look at past episodes of Hospital Gate, I was saying something and I was stuttering. So you say, "Oh, that's concrete evidence that you're stuttering."
No, I never said concrete.
That means you.
Evidence.
Well, that's what you said. You said you're lying because you're stuttering, and you said that's proof that you're stuttering. Okay, it's not. Okay, you can't prove that somebody's lying because they're stuttering. Then I was telling him for years, that they were stealing this money from me, flashed it in front of me. I got a confession from them, not from me, from them in the paper, that they were doing it, and he said that's not proof. It wasn't coming from me. The confession wasn't coming from me. It was coming from the very people I said was stealing from me. Had their address on it and everything. And there were real bank statements, and we called up the bank. The bank denied it, but it was type my social security number in to get the teller, which means they had my social security number on file, which means it was happening and the bank was in on it. And I was telling him I was witnessing this stuff for years. Okay? And he was calling me a liar. And when I showed him this document, the document didn't come from me, it came from them.
I actually
So why
never
would they
said.
confess something that wasn't true?
I actually never said the word liar.
You did, because I told you. I didn't tell you when I was.
All
telling
I
you.
said was I can remain skeptical and not
All
believe you.
those years, I was telling you that. Just what you saw in that document. I was telling you were flashing the money
bring that
right
up
in
again.
front of me. I was telling you. Wasn't expressing an opinion. I was expressing a fact. I told you for a fact that I knew they were flashing the money in front of me. Then I showed you that, thinking you would come to your senses and say, "This guy's got to be telling the truth." But you did.
All right, guys. This is a water enema, and we don't
It's
want.
common sense, guys. He has no common sense.
All we're trying to do with this enema.
He talks about how smart he is. He has no common sense.
All we're trying to do with this enema is.
Gave up his intelligence, his common sense for book smarts.
All we're trying to do with this enema is make Sir Doyle shit, so that he has room for the actual coffee enema.
He knocks the Bible because people in the Bible have common sense.
If he
And
tried
doesn't.
to do a coffee enema right now, he wouldn't be able to hold it because there's too much material in there. So we're doing a water enema first, just so he can go to the bathroom, empty out, and then we'll do the coffee enema.
And we called the bank, it was a real bank. You know where we got the bank online? It's to type my social security number in. What does that mean? It means the bank had my social security number on file. What does that mean? There was money being stolen and the bank was in on it. He could.
I'm missing my son's tennis game for this. As I clean the tube that was 2 minutes ago in Sir Doyle's butthole. Okay. Well, alright. Okay. Why did you pick that over watching your son play tennis? I didn't. I didn't pick it. I Anybody still watching? Wow, there's 2 people still watching. What's up, guys? You actually got 2 people still on your stream, sir. I totally forgot about it. What's up, Carmen? You trying to get me?
God, it broke. The enema broke.
Okay, pause. Okay. That's not too bad. You just push that in. Yeah. Not the end of the world.
That happened to me, didn't it?
Yep, happened to Carmen. Chicken Butt says, this is nuts in my world. A coffee enema is nuts in your world.
Damn it, don't show this.
They're
He's
not.
not.
The camera's going this way.
He is
No,
not
nobody
filming
knows
it, Sir Doyle. I would not let him. He would not do that anyways.
Just make sure the tube goes all the way in, and then hit the switch.
Got it.
Okay, now I think no, you're not going to be able to
Not
squeeze.
doing it.
Because you're up and down, you should be bent over. I would put your hands over here on the wood. As long as the tube doesn't fall out, put your hands over here. Get in doggy style.
Damn!
Hold on, press that closed. Press that closed. All the way. Okay, this was.
Oh my fucking.
The tube keeps coming out of his butt. Okay. There you go.
You know what? I got to go outside and figure out my phone situation.
All
I'm
right.
probably going to be out there for a little bit.
Okay. Enjoy. Yeah, just keeping it real, Lukey. It's just not my world. I don't practice this type of stuff. Not many people do natural healing, Chicken Butt. A lot of people.
Can't do this.
A
Can't
lot of
fucking
people
do this.
rely on, I don't know, drugs, surgery.
It
antibiotics.
broke again. It fucking broke again.
But coffee enema is nothing new. I mean, it's been practiced for at least 100 years. Used to be done in a hospital setting. You know how to undo that lock, sir?
There
There
it goes.
you go. But yeah, you.
It's not working. Oh. Got it. Got it. Got it. It's working.
All right, it's working now. Don't squeak. You don't have to do that, bro. Gravity's doing that.
Finally got it working.
Yep. It looks like the. Stick it in there for him. I would,
No.
but he didn't want me to, and so if he doesn't want me to, I'm not gonna do it.
Piece of bathroom.
What?
Piece of bathroom.
You can't hold it in,
No.
bro. We just did the. The water. You gotta suck it in. Use your.
Oh, I don't do this when I'm lying down?
This is what you can do lying down. Yeah, you can do it now. But you feel how that helps you?
Yeah. Oh,
See,
God.
You're pulling the coffee away from.
Oh, God.
I feel like he's gonna poop himself on purpose, just to.
I'm not pooping it, but I can't. Oh! Yeah, I gotta get my John. I gotta get my John.
All right, so take it out. Let's come over and lie down.
Ah!
Put it pointed towards the toilet. I mean, towards the.
It's got all over me.
Wait, don't poop if you can't avoid it. This is.
Close that door. Close that door.
This is what happens when you don't prepare, Sir Doyle.
Close the door.
I tried to do the best I
You
could.
told me that you eat one. That's all you told me. If I would have known I had to do more, I would have done more. You just told me eat watermelon for 4 days.
You're supposed to hold in the coffee for 12 to 15 minutes. That's why we did the first enema, to make room in there. So I don't know. Maybe you still get a harvest.
He's coming out. He's
Yeah.
coming out.
What's up, Mom Bear?
It's all coming out.
You not mad at me anymore? Or you just want to see Sir Doyle?
Somebody judging me on that chat. I like them see to go through this.
Anybody judging Sir Doyle, walk a mile in his shoes before you judge him.
Trying to do this, guys, on the chat. It's not that easy.
We're all human. I identify as a dragon, though.
Anybody in the chat think it's hosted to this? Try doing it yourself. It's not that
Anybody
easy.
talking trash on Sir Doyle? Do a coffee enema first and then come talk.
Exactly.
And if you want help, I'll help you. You make mistakes all the time? Oh, that's good. Glad you admit it. Now I won't be mad at you anymore. At least you admit you made a mistake.
God.
I'm glad you admit it.
God, I feel it. All this stuff's coming out of me.
The idea is correlating to the brain of the gut.
Now, how many of these do I have to do before I'm cured? I mean, healed?
Don't start. We're not going to get him started again.
How many flushes do you have to do to get rid of your gallstones? Let's see here. The finding of life colloid probiotic treatment in psychosomatic condition. I still stand by what I said, sir. Don't get it twisted. Well, I'm not getting it twisted. And to be honest, I don't remember exactly what was said, but I still stand by it. I still stand by what I said. I know it was something that you probably thought was misogynist. But what I will say to that is that I hate everyone equally, men and women. I don't hate women more than I hate men. I don't hate anyone else more than I hate myself. And yet, you did leave. And so what I will say to you, young lady, is, methinks she doth protest too much. If you know what that means, then you know what I'm saying. Methinks she doth protest too much.
Hate is a very strong word. That's the only person you're supposed to hate is the devil.
I hate evil, and I hate the evil inside myself. That's true.
You can hate evil, but you can't hate the person. You can hate the sin, but you're supposed to love the sinner. Love the sinner, hate the sin.
1,000 years ago in Egypt, people were studying mental illness and stated that this was because of physical causes, and fasting cured the disease, and abnormality of heart function needed to be healed by education. Today, clinicians cannot agree, and boundaries blur, yet discovering what is universal does away with all symptoms. You can remain to not move forward only to have had yesterday's solutions, Or you can take hold of today's innovation and insight of colloidal biology. Listen to this, Sir Doyle, that says mental and emotional challenges are due to a metabolic neuropathy caused because of dyspepsia fatigue. Heal the intestine, and you can heal disease of cognitive and emotional processing. Aflatoxin grows on peanut, bean, grain, potato, corn, and rice. It is 1,000 times more cancer causing than anything else. Aflatoxin mutates on either side of the gene that disengages body cells' ability to regulate cell interior and exterior growth. Dr. Jubb personally witnessed urine subcutaneously given after someone had died revive that person due to adrenaline and norepinephrine. What? Dr. Jubb saw somebody get injected with urine after they died and came back alive?
Wow.
That's wild.
He raised the dead with urine?
That's what he saw.
I don't think Dr. Jubb would lie or make it up.
Me neither. Numerous cancers can be triggered by an electromagnetic environment, and so can mental disease. Magnetic fields of 1,000 to 3,000 nanotellas damage the p53 gene. Neoplasm, aka cancer, increases.
It's all coming out of me, Lucas. Is great.
All right.
I feel so much calmer and relaxed. Even you can't get to me now.
Neoplasm cancer increases with depression, child abandonment, and poor parenting. The effects of that stress
My mother abandoned me.
need to be undone by good potassium support for 8 months for an adult and 16 months for a child.
Well, bananas have potassium in them.
Nah, that's what they say. It's actually, there's way better sources
Yeah.
that are Life Food certified. All right.
Oh God, Lukey, it feels great.
It was hard to watch. Yeah, I got you. Something's going on. It's either what we eat or whatever there is. A lot of autism, a lot more Alzheimer's, and a whole lot more cancers. So it's coming from somewhere. Yeah, I think it's electromagnetic radiation and environmental toxins, like what's being sprayed, what's being injected, like you said. So the air quality, the water quality, the energy quality.
God, Lukey, this is great. My pants are all wet though. You got a pair of pants I could use?
Yeah,
Alright. These pants are all wet.
that's fine.
Before I come out, could you have a pair for me?
Sure.
Try to find 31s.
I got a pair of sweatpants you could use.
Alright. Yeah, sweatpants. Do they have pockets? Because I need somewhere to put my wallet and my phone in.
Yeah.
And zips?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
So that's Jubb cell rejuvenation, correcting metabolic neuropathy. It's a book all about the brain of the gut and how this is what I'm basically using as a Bible to help Sir Doyle, or as a manual. He wouldn't want me to use
Believe
the
it
word
or
Bible.
not, Lukey, this stuff you're teaching is all in the Bible.
No, I believe it. I just wanted somebody to tell me the actual verses so I could write it down and talk to people who are religious like you and my dad, and I could tell them this is the way the Bible's telling us to eat.
The Bible said after the flood you can eat meat, but it's better for you not to eat meat. It does say in the Bible that you're better without meat. It doesn't. It says that you can eat it, but you're better off without it.
But just get the verses. That's what I want to know. I want to quote it.
I mean, you talk about the Daniel diet. Read about the Daniel diet. It's very similar to your diet.
Yeah, I know that.
He refused to eat the king's food, and the king's food was meat and all that stuff. And he refused to eat it. And when he stopped eating it, he got real healthy and strong, and he started interpreting dreams and having prophecies that the other people didn't have.
Chicken Butt says, I believe the brain is connected to the gut because when you eat healthy, the brain works so much better. Yeah, it's not a theory.
Daniel refused to eat the meat. He refused to eat the king's diet, the king's food.
It's not a theory
Refused to eat,
anymore.
cheese and all that.
Chicken Butt. You don't have to believe in it. It's not even a theory. The gut microbiota produces the neurotransmitters which travel up the vagus nerve. There's more connections of the body to the gut than there is from the brain to the body. We're more connected to the gut than we are to the brain.
Those sweats, because I gotta get off to John.
You all done?
Yeah, I gotta get sweats, bro. These pants are wet.
All right.
They have zippers in them, right?
They have zippers on the pocket.
Good, because I need to put my wallet, my phone in. And now my wallet, later on I'll need my phone. Put it in. I don't want. Oh wait, I got more coming.
More coming. Nice. I'll get the thing anyway.
Not much more. But more. That stuff came right out of me. That stuff came right out of me.
That's good. I hope you're feeling like the stones coming out. It would feel like the poopy comes out like bloop 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 like
Yeah,
rocks.
it did. At first it did. The first 5 minutes it came out like that. And then after that it came out in water.
Oh, nice. You watched the
I
side
won't
video?
flush the toilet so you can see if they don't work.
Nah, it's not gonna. I mean, yeah, you could do that. I'll take a look, but usually it's too dark to see anything.
Yeah. Well, it did come back in bloops. The first 5-10 minutes came out in bloops. And then it came out in all water.
Okay.
It did both.
Yeah, and then the next time you poop after you eat later,
Yeah.
we'll check again.
Does it get easier the next time I do it?
Isn't that everything?
Yeah. Everything does get easier. You get used to it.
I mean, today's worst case scenario, Sir Doyle. We're gonna prepare better next time. You're gonna get better.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up. I want to train you so that you'll be able to help somebody else with this.
Yep.
You know, I want to go on tour. I don't want to be stuck in this building.
And we got a testimony with me getting better from this stuff.
Absolutely. Chicken Butt says, I watched your sciatica video and that made a whole lot of sense.
What's the
Awesome.
sciatica video?
Sciatica is a nerve. You know what
I heard
sciatica?
the sciatica. Yeah, it has to do with diabetes.
Nope.
No?
I mean, diabetes and sciatica have a similar
I think
origin.
my mother had sciatica problems. Not my
If-
not my mother, my stepfather.
If he had diabetes, then he could have also had sciatica
Well, my
because
stepfather was the guy that had diabetes. My stepfather and my half brother, well, my twin brother, whatever he is, he has type 2 diabetes. And he has to be on a special diet, otherwise he'll blow up like a balloon. He can't eat any sugars. My
basically, if you have diabetes, the tissues become sugared, and
he can't eat any sugar.
when an intestine becomes sugared, it's pale. So instead of a muscle which is supposed to be red and pumping full of blood, it's pale and has less circulation. And we're talking about 1 second. And it's
You got the sweats. God, I feel good.
when the intestines are don't have good circulation, the lower half of the body
My
doesn't
toes are
get
numb. One of my toes is all numb.
doesn't get good circulation.
One of my toes is all numb.
Okay, 1 second. And the sciatica video was talking about how inflammation in the gut presses out in all directions, including onto the nerve. So sciatica going down the leg actually has its origin in the gut. Okay.
James could definitely not go through all this. He could definitely not do this. The way he is, he would never make it.
He would probably have to go in stirrups and have somebody do it for him.
Yeah, probably. Because he couldn't do it himself.
You checking his poop? How come? So
he's too far gone then to do it himself.
So basically, I'm just going to show you a picture.
And he couldn't do the diet either.
1 second, I'll write it down.
Oh God, do I feel great.
Sir Doyle drank olive oil and lemon juice at 2 p.m., which caused the liver and the gallbladder to empty itself.
Oh, my toe.
As much as possible.
Numbness.
That debris.
You know what? I had a sore in my toe. The sore went away, and now it's numb.
That out, and we're going to check his poop.
I had a sore foot. The sore's going away, and my toes are getting numb.
Which came out of the gallbladder.
Sore's still there, but it's much less. Oh God, I feel great. I feel freaking great.
So that's what we would be looking for in the poop is gallstones. And also things that you can find is parasites. Apache, can I just start training on a boxing bag for 2 months before going to an MMA gym? Just to get fit and have power before the real training. You can train on your own, absolutely. And if you need a little bit of guidance, I have a free program that I can help you with. Because if you don't know what you're doing and you start training, it could be helpful, or it could be building bad habits, or it could be just a waste of time. So I would say go to the MMA gym,
Lukey,
and learn what to do at home.
Lukey, could you help me make some food today so I don't have to resort to eating other stuff?
All I got for you is broccoli, but do you want to take a walk to the fruit store and get other stuff?
Okay. I got some money. I got some money on my card, and I got a little bit of money cash in my wallet.
You got to reimburse me for the oil and lemon that you drank.
Okay.
That's
I
$20.
gotta get the money out of the bank, so we can stop before anything. We can stop by the bank.
Yeah.
And I can get you money.
Yeah.
I already paid my tithes and offerings and everything, so I'm not worried about that until next week.
Right.
So I got money in the bank. How much owe you?
20.
20's nothing. That's no problem. I get that out of the bank easily. When I go to the bank, I gotta get 200 out. So,
All right.
so I get, instead of getting 200, I get 220.
Joseph Miller says, oh really, lemon juice and olive oil, is it something that can help with going to the toilet? The reason why this flush helps you go to the bathroom is because the bile, which is produced by the liver and then stored in the gallbladder,
Toes are all numb.
is the chemical force which, when combined with the bolus,
Look
the
at my
food that
toes
you,
are all numb.
it's probably from sitting down for so long.
Oh, you're all numb.
The bile is actually the chemical force which moves the food through the intestine.
Look, you got those. Oh, he's coming out again. Coming out again.
All right. So it absolutely helps you to help heal constipation. It should be done.
My foot was sore, and now the soreness is going away. But
It should be done on day 4 or 5 after a strict Life Food certified menu. This is something that's going in the second half of my book. I have an MMA section and a nutrition section. The MMA section trains you to get certified as a coach under me, and so does the nutrition section. It trains you to become certified in this cleanse. So when you take somebody through this program, you don't just tell them that flushing your liver and gallbladder is going to fix everything. The reason why your liver and gallbladder is plugged up is because of the lifestyle that you're living, which is not natural, and majorly attributed to the menu that you've been fed or that you've chosen.
Look,
to
you
eat.
gotta get this all on Channel 12 News. You gotta get this all on the show. This is too good content not to.
Sir Doyle's not in the whole $20, Alan. He drank $25 worth.
You gotta get this stuff on News 12 so we can blow the lid. The only way we're gonna do it is all this stuff has gotta be on News 12. All of it. Every video, especially this one, it's gotta be on News 12.
Do you have any advice for me? I want to continue training. I'm only 23, but my hands are very damaged since I've been boxing at a young age.
Look, I'm not kidding. We gotta get this on News 12.
Can you take up grappling
Look at all that blood in my stall.
and kicking? You sure it's not watermelon?
It's watermelon and it's blood. Come here. Don't bring the
I won't film.
camera, but just look at this.
All right.
Like, left foot is so freaking numb. Don't show this.
I'm not.
My left foot is so freaking numb.
All right, well.
That I had a sore in this foot, and the sore's going away, but it's getting numb.
Hey, give me the thing. You're all wiped?
Yeah.
Okay. And let me get a towel
All right.
to dry that.
Look at that. All that blood. All those parasites. Oh my God. I think parasites came out of me, Looky.
It's possible. I gotta get a towel. Hold on.
All that black stuff. Look at all the black stuff. Is that parasites or blood? They say when your stool is black, it's blood. Look, there's a lot of black mixed with red. I think the red is the watermelon, but the black is blood. And I think there's parasites in there. I don't know, I could be wrong. Check it out. Tell me.
All right, stand by. I just don't want to get my feet wet.
Is there parasites in there?
It could be.
And there's also blood because there's black and black. And there's a lot of watermelon.
But the black is, I'm saying, it's probably the coffee, to be honest.
Actually, that black? I don't know. That doesn't look like. Look how black it is. Looks like a whole lot of parasites in blood. Gross, huh?
I mean, it's just poopy, but it does look like watermelon.
But if you look, it's black over here. Look at the hole that's black. That part over there. It was all black. You know, no, they were next to it.
In there?
Yeah. It's all black.
It's hard to see. You see, take a look. See if you can see anything.
I know I feel better. Now my nose is running again.
Yeah, it's the next poop is actually the one we're going to be looking at.
What are you doing with that, Emma?
No, I'm saying we're going to
Oh, when I eat. When I eat.
make your food, right?
Then I'm gonna eat. Okay. Thank
And,
God, no. I couldn't go through it again today. I could go through it again, but not today.
Yeah. If that's the worst thing that ever happened in your life, I think you'd be lucky,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
But I can.
I've had much worse things. Being on those drugs is worse than this. Being on those drugs is far worse. And you know why? Because I feel good now. On those drugs, I don't feel good. The drugs make everything worse. This, you go through a lot of shit, but it makes you feel better. There's no relief with the drugs.
Okay.
You know?
Here's the.
There's no relief with those drugs.
Did you wipe with the wet wipes?
I'll do it now.
All right, wipe with the wet wipes.
Yeah,
And
close the door.
then you can put these sweatpants on.
All right, close the door.
All right. Okay. So your hands are banged up from boxing. Believe it or not, boxing gloves do more harm than good because when you're punching, you're not in a proper fist position. Your hand's inside the glove like this. You can't make a full fist. You need actually MMA gloves, but a certain type. So I would say take up grappling and kickboxing and kicking.
I almost put it in the toilet bowl, but I didn't. I need to wash my hands after this.
That's fine. Grappling and kicking, I would say, Tyler. Jiu-jitsu or wrestling and kickboxing. Also, incorporate an anti-inflammatory menu, so that you're not dealing with pain all the time. Sir Doyle in the hole, $20. I'm in the hole, Alan. I'm in the hole because I spent the house money,
guys. I can afford it.
to pay for his cleansing supplies.
I can afford it.
It's actually more than 20, Sir Doyle, now that I think about it, because the coffee too is a special organic coffee. We only use organic coffee.
Guys, I
for the
got money
enema.
in the bank. I can afford it.
So he's just bringing us back at the balance. Apache, what does black seed oil help with? Try Google, Apache. I don't necessarily use black seed oil.
I got it.
I heard it's pretty awesome.
Hold on, let me show this what's on.
You got
Oh,
patience,
God.
Luke? Well, look. It's Darren, sorry.
$20 is
gonna call
nothing.
you
I can
Justin.
afford it. I get the minimum
You know,
wage
it's
job,
like,
which isn't a lot,
you can
but
call it
it's more than
patience, or
paid
you
for.
could just say, look, what's the end goal? The end goal is to get Sir Doyle to cleanse, and so I can focus on that and not worry about anything else. You can call it patience, or you could just call it strategy. Did I miss the Sir Doyle enema?
Oh,
You
no.
didn't really miss it because
Oh.
we're not allowed to show that on YouTube, but you're here for the aftermath.
Okay, let me just put my. Okay.
Fold those up. I'll put them in a bag for
We
you.
have the wallet.
Alan says fist bump. Don't flush the evidence before a full inspection. It really was just a little, looked like a bunch
You
of.
definitely want to fist bump me. You don't want to touch my hands, huh?
Well, wash your hands first. It looked like a bunch of watermelon, to be honest. So you don't think I should continue? I have developed what my friends say is a baker's cyst on the joint of my finger. A baker's cyst. I don't know.
Well, I need soap.
Why are you doing boxing? Are you doing it for boxing, or are you doing it on
soap
fitness?
wash my hands with?
Check that sink in the kitchen. Not the bathroom, kitchen. See if there's any soap there. If there's no soap there, I'll go up and get it for you.
No, no soap.
Nothing? Alright.
Hey, I blow my nose too, so give me some tissues, please.
Alright, you know what? Let's just take your you said your socks are wet?
Yeah.
Alright, take your socks off, put them right there on top of your pants.
Okay.
We'll come back down for this
All right.
cleanup, but we'll just, for now, we'll go
You
upstairs.
know what? I gotta take some cards out of my pocket because
We're gonna come back down for that.
I know, but I gotta take cards out. Take cards out.
If you're doing boxing for boxing's sake, I would say yes, take some time off and let your hands heal. If you're doing boxing for fitness sake or self-improvement sake, then find other ways to work on that. There's plenty. What's wrong with non-organic coffee? The pesticides that are in the coffee, you don't want them to interact with the microflora in your gut. So the bacteria in your gut are actually plants. They're like tiny little plants. The pesticides and the insecticides and the herbicides kill the gut lining. So you want to get the organic. You want to eat organic. I mean, what's wrong with non-organic coffee? What's wrong with non-organic food? That's the question. Therapy mainly. My family's always been into the sport, and it's been a good, healthy way to blow off steam and stay healthy.
I gotta blow my nose. I need tissue.
There's no tissues in there?
No.
Blow your nose in the sink then. And then wash your hands. Right here, this sink. Just get some hair off your back. Use the water, blow it into the drain, or blow it into your hands, and wash your hands. Right? No paper needed. You've been working with Sir Doyle for a hot minute. Yeah, we've been working together for 10 years.
12 almost.
And,
But I've only started this diet now. It's for the
It's been a process of a gradual change, just like most all y'all eat meat. Sir Doyle's been vegetarian, then he went from vegetarian to vegan. Then he went from vegan. Now he's starting to get into cleansing. So we're giving him a strict Life Food certified menu.
And before vegetarian, I was marrying fish. I was a fish eater.
Yeah, that's a form of vegetarianism. They call it ovo-lacto pesca, or pescatarian.
I was a pescatarian, and then I gave up cheese and I gave up fish.
Nice.
And first I gave up fish, then I gave up cheese. And then I gave up cheese and became vegan. Oh God, I feel great now.
Okay, so plug your phone in because you're getting low on
If
battery.
you did this with James, would he stop annoying people the way he's doing and all that?
I believe so.
You would? You do?
I believe that anybody can be healed.
Because he does some fucked up shit. And
So we go to the original menu, which is fruit based, and then from there we go even deeper into cleansing, which is flushing the organs. Now the organ that cleans all the other organs through the action of the blood is the liver. So once we change the menu, we flush the liver, and then we can clean out the intestine, which is the stage that I'm up to. So Doyle's just a little bit behind me. He changed his menu. He's flushing his organs, and then he's going to be able to clean out the intestine. So should we stick to fruit even more than vegetables? Well, when you say vegetables, you actually are probably talking about fruit, because zucchini is a fruit. This is botanical terms. Botanical is the...
Is spinach a fruit?
Botanical... Botany is the science of plants. So in botany, anything with a flower is a fruit. So quinoa is a fruit. Pumpkin is a fruit. Pumpkin seed is the seed of a fruit. Tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, things that you think are actually vegetables are actually fruits. But there are other vegetables, and there's roots, there's onions, there's garlic. These aren't fruits. There's the greens, like you said in Sir Doyle. There's broccoli, cauliflower. These are vegetables. Actually, I think broccoli and cauliflower is considered a flower. I'm not sure.
And that's a fruit? What about spinach? Is that a fruit?
Spinach actually is, in botanical and culinary terms, is considered to be an herb. So it is part of the menu.
No. Oh, you with
No,
fruits, you
it's
also
not
eat
high.
herbs. You also eat herbs.
What's that?
You-
Yeah, we use a lot of herbs for healing. Now, when you talk about green leaves, it's not really a food, but it's helpful to wash the intestine. You can use herbs and greens like spinach, like arugula, mustard, kale, things that actually, it's called eco-sterilize. It's basically like they clean out. Green makes clean, as we say.
Eat a lot of greens, right? Eat a
No
lot of
time
greens.
for you. What, did you have an old name? No time for you. I'm trying to remember who. You sound familiar. You sound familiar. Did you have an old name on this channel? How do we know each other? I definitely seen you recently. Tyler Iglesias. I've always been eating birds and fish. Well, I don't know what to tell you about that. That's not part of this program.
Oh God, I feel great.
It'd probably be a big change if that's all you eat, but I can pretty much translate any recipe. Lockie Ferguson, hi bro. First time watching your stream from New Zealand. Hey mate. I want to try to say hi bro in New Zealand. Hi bro. How's that? Hey bro. I'm sorry. That's bad, right? Oh man, I love the New Zealand accent, and I love.
You know, I postponed my therapy session to come here, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did.
The Australian accent.
I postponed my therapy session to come here. I'm glad I did.
Well, I've gone through therapy. I had to go through therapy for my family court case.
It's good to therapy's good, but you know what
It's
also?
okay.
I'm missing a job interview because I have to do therapy on Friday instead. So I'm missing a job. But that I didn't want to do. But you know, I guess this is more important.
I mean, look, could you reschedule the job interview maybe?
Yeah, he's got to call me. I don't know his number. He's gonna call me.
Okay. No time for you. You're pretty knowledgeable and handsome. Okay. Handsome gets me in the door, and knowledgeable keeps you in your seat. It is a niche area of expertise. I will admit that. Tyler says, "I'm just here to listen to your perspective, and I don't really have any idea of what to eat, so I just intuitively eat." Okay. I mean, I'm the same way. I did go along a guideline set out by my teacher, Dr. Joe, but I continued because I have a major focus on performance. Being a martial artist and an athlete, I have to be able to perform. And not only that, this is deeper than
Christian singers that are all over the radio and all over the internet. They're all Christian singers that made it big. Very big.
Guys, there's only one viewer. I don't feel like holding the camera. Do you want to hold the camera, Sir Doyle?
I'll hold it.
All right.
We want more viewers. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Ticks are growing away. The little Todscanese is going away.
Nice.
You didn't even bother to look up Christian music. There's a market for it. There's a big market for it.
There's no market.
There's a big market for it. A big market.
You said you're hungry, right? We're gonna have to walk there and walk back. It's gonna take a while. So.
Okay. There's a big market. Hold this.
I'm not holding it. I told you.
There's a big market for Christian music. Bigger than you think. You don't have to be Illuminati to make it big in music. Maybe they're big, but you don't have to be that big to make it Illuminati. You can be Christian and make it big. Yep. I don't put these on now because I'm put this on. Just because Christianity, you don't necessarily have to be non-Christian or Illuminati to make it. Christian music makes it is up there. It's up there. It rates. It rates big time. That song. I Can Only Imagine is huge. It's a huge hit. It's a huge hit. I Can Only Imagine is a huge hit, and then it's not Illuminati. It's Christian, and it's a huge hit.
How does it go? I can only imagine what.
I can only imagine what it'd be like. For the rest of it.
Okay.
When I see him and his holy light, I can only imagine. Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak it all? I can only imagine. You ever heard this song?
No offense. Sounds pretty bland.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful song. I don't know what you mean by bland.
Well,
Better than that thrash stuff you listen
We
to.
have different tastes in music.
Well, that thrash stuff is bland.
It's definitely
Then-
not bland.
Oh, yes, it is. The Christian music is very, very, very fruitful. It's spirit lifted. That thrash stuff has no spirit in it. No spirit in that thrash stuff. Does not edify the spirit. Oh, can only imagine. That satisfies the spirit.
This song is called I Could Care Less.
And it doesn't edify the spirit. Oh, what is this?
You got your camera?
Yeah.
Okay. And your wallet?
What?
Your wallet?
Yeah.
It's a Christian metal band.
Yeah, but they're mixing soul with it. They're not just doing thrash. And this takes away from the Christianity. I mean, they might be good, but they're taking away from the spirit. This music makes you think of evil things. It doesn't even matter if they're singing Christian stuff. If it sounds like this, no Christians, no church is going to want them. No church is going to accept these people. They're too thrash. They don't edify the spirit. Even if they have good lyrics, if they don't edify the spirit with the music, they're no good. This isn't real Christianity. This isn't real Christian music. Why would a Christian music say I could care less?
He says, don't you know our lives are on trial now, and if we lose, we're going straight to hell.
And if they sang it in a different way, the message get across. But in the way they're singing it,
You got your wallet?
yeah, in the way they're singing it,
And castor oil. Wow.
in the way they're singing it.
Oh, you know what? You actually need a battery.
Oh, I don't have just creatine in there. I have also this stuff here, pre-workout.
Pre-workout?
Yeah. See, there's a certain way Christian music needs to be approached, and that's not the way to do it.
I could care less.
That song doesn't identify the spirit the way it is.
Okay, put this in here. Which pocket is your wallet in?
Just one.
That one? Okay, so put this in this pocket.
I mean, come on. Wish I had underwear.
Well, why don't you, did you tie the knot on the pants?
I gotta do it again. If the song's not done right, Christianity's not gonna come out of it. There's a certain way, like, I can only imagine, that has soul to it. A Christian song has to be sang with soul. Otherwise, it's not true Christian song. It's not just what they're saying, it's how they're saying it. It's not just what they're saying, it's how they're saying it. It's like if you say to a dog, oh, you fucking mutt, and you say it nicely, they're going to think you're being nice to it. Or if you say, you're a good dog, you really are a good dog, and I love you, the dog is not going to respond good. If you say to a dog, you're a good fucking dog, the dog is not going to respond in a good way.
You mean like when you're yelling about shit on the street?
When I yell on the stream, it's to make the show more interesting. It's not edifying the spirit. Edifying the spirit, when you're singing, you have to edify the spirit. When you're on the show trying to get shock value, that's different. But if you're going to sing and play music, you better edify the spirit, because if you're not edifying the spirit, you're not playing real music. Music is so that you can edify the spirit. You don't use shock value to edify the spirit. Christianity is about edifying the spirit. When you sing Christian music, you're edifying the spirit. And if the song's not edifying the spirit, then you're not a true musician. A comedian could do that, which is what we are, but we're also musicians. And if we're going to be musicians, we better separate that from comedy and edify the spirit. When you sing a song, you're trying to get that person to feel what you're feeling. And if you're doing thrash metal, there's no feeling in that. When you talk about bland, thrash metal is totally bland. There's no edification in that. That's what bland means, no edification.
Okay, let's try and walk fast because somebody's coming over.
There's no edification in thrash metal. I don't care if they're singing Christian music. If they're doing it like that, they're not doing it properly. My pants are falling.
60 years old, can't tie his own fucking
61,
pants.
and it has nothing to do with it.
Maybe when you're 62, you'll be able to put the dress yourself.
Told you, Einstein couldn't write shoes.
Well, when you fucking figure out the theory of relativity, then we'll talk.
Well, what did I do? I figured out music. I could play music. I could sing. I'm talented that way. So don't tell me.
Talent is different than smart.
No, it is smart. It is smart. Because if you have talent, you're intelligent. You know how to put out a melody to save people's souls with your song, with your voice. That's intelligence. I'm not a dumb jock. You're a dumb jock, okay?
Okay, so talent and intelligence doesn't have to do with each other.
No. Yes, it does. You know, it does. Talent does. Talent does. If you know how to write lyrics and you know how to put those lyrics across and you know how to write lyrics, you're intelligent. Because it's called verbal expression. If you can't use your words to verbally express yourself, then any intelligence you have doesn't mean anything. Verbal expression is the highest form of intelligence. If you have a personality or you're a singer and you have verbal expression, not only with your words, but how you use them, you are intelligent. Because if you talk to somebody and they think you hold a good conversation, they're going to think you're intelligent. Because if you appear intelligent, you are intelligent. But if you don't appear intelligent, then you're not really intelligent. And people with verbal expression skills appear intelligent. That's because we are.
Keep trying to convince me. You know what that means? It means you know it's not true.
No, it is true. How are you going to know? How are you going to know someone's intelligent or not if they don't appear that way?
You don't have to convince me that
You can't appear intelligent if you're not intelligent. If you're not intelligent, you can't appear that way. Mike Tyson, people call him a dumb boxer. Why? For years, he didn't know how to express himself. When he was boxing, he had no verbal expression, and people thought he was stupid. Why? Because he was stupid. He couldn't express himself, which meant he was stupid. Verbal expression is the highest form of intelligence, because it's what you see is what you get. And when you see a person with verbal expression abilities, you see an intelligent person. Because that's the way they appear and that's the way they are. What you see is what you get. You said you were off the track in IQ. There are plenty of people with high IQs that act like idiots because they don't have verbal expression, which is the highest form of intelligence. You look at those actors and the people in Hollywood, they appear intelligent because they are intelligent. If you can't display your intelligence, how could you say you're intelligent? You can't express yourself. How could you call yourself intelligent? Even President Trump, as much of a creep as he is, he knows how to express himself. He knows that he doesn't have a high IQ, but he knows how to express himself with words. What did that make him? It made him the president of the United States. And one of the most famous and followed presidents, just about the most famous and followed presidents out there. Why? Because he knew how to express himself, which meant he's intelligent. He's the most revered president ever. And Donald, I don't even like you, but I got to give you this much credit to prove this to him. Donald Trump is the most praised president ever because he's intelligent. He doesn't have a high IQ, but he knows how to express himself to get people to like him. That is an intelligent man. So intelligent that he not only became the president of the United States with almost no skills, but he became the most praised president ever. Now you're telling me that man's not intelligent?
I didn't say anything about him.
Oh yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Verbal expression. He knows how to express himself verbally, Donald Trump. So therefore, verbal expression is the most highest form of intelligence. I proved you wrong. I did, because you were saying that verbal expression is not real intelligence. And it is. Because that's what Donald Trump is.
I said talent isn't intelligence.
It's a talent. When you sing and write songs, you're verbally expressing yourself with music and lyrics. You are intelligent if you can get up there and sing a song a country song, a Christian song like that, you are intelligent. Because you come across that way, and how you come across and what you see is what you get. You're saying that a singer that's got all those people watching them and they're not intelligent? People follow they're a cult follower.